vibrate certain instruments at higher frequencies, certain instruments at lower frequencies. So in order to filter frequencies, we design a circuit that's simply known as RC filter. So in RC filter we use two components, resistor and capacitor, but this resistor is independent of frequency. So if you pass any frequency through this resistor, so it will allow it. But in order to use capacitor with it, so this will actually play the role to filter the frequencies. Why? Because for capacitor, the capacitive reactance, which is basically a sort of resistance, it's equal to 1 divided by omega c, which is further equal to 1 divided by 2 pi fc. So it means the capacitive reactance is inversely proportional to frequency. So there is relation. So this capacitive reactance has relation with the frequency. So this component is used with the resistor in order to filter certain frequencies. Now there are two types of filters. Either you have to form low pass filter or high pass filter. In order to form low pass or high pass filter, we have to fix a value or we have to fix a boundary where on going above it we can say it's high pass, and below it can act as low pass. The frequency above which if a filter allows the frequencies, then it's a high pass filter, or if a filter below which if it allows the frequencies lower than the critical frequency, then this is a low pass filter. But theoretically we will first calculate the critical frequency. So critical frequency is given by 1 by 2 pi RC, and for our this experiment our resistance is 1 kilo ohm and our capacitance is 0.1 microfarad. So on substituting these values, 1 into 2 into 3.14 into resistance is 1 into 10 raised power 3 into 10 raised power minus 6. So it comes around 1592 hertz. So this is the theoretical critical frequency. So if we perform this experiment, we first need to connect it on the breadboard. So breadboard is basically a sort of component, electronic component, where you can perform lot of connections. So it can act as a multi-connection instrument. This instrument is basically our function generator, which can create frequencies or which can create signal with different frequencies, and you can also alter the frequencies with the help of this knob. And if you want to increase the range, so on clicking on this button you will get to know about this, so you can increase its frequency. And this is not the part of our experiment, this is something else. This is ESR, which is very difficult to perform. So this instrument is CRO, which is cathode ray oscilloscope. The function of this CRO is to reveal the signal, whether that's input signal or output signal. So for example, if you take input signal, if you want to analyze that signal, so you can analyze those signals, whether that's input or output, you can analyze those on this CRO. It's in simple words you can say it's a sort of monitor which can display the signal. And we have two channels, channel 1 and channel 2. Channel 1 will be used to show the input signal, and channel 2 will be used to show the output signal.